Hello, welcome back to part 15. So, what I'm going to do is see how quickly I can actually get through the macro here, and I have it all planned out. So we're going to get rid of Autoplutocmania because that's something where you lose complete and utter control of your character, and we're also going to get rid of Necromania, which again is another skill that you may fully lose control of your character. Ruminator is something else that I want to get rid of, but for now we're just going to get rid of that. Now we've already placed a few characters in stress treatment. We've got our team that marked enemies from the last run. One person is in meditation, another is in prayer, and the guy who became absolutely hopeless, we just sent the hopeless man to the brothel. Have fun. Not too much fun. We need you back again soon. A couple weeks. Pull yourself together. This is a very, very, very good trinket, but this would buying the farm doesn't even begin to describe the amount of money that we'd be spending on this. This is the 25,000 that we'd spend on this is more than enough to fully upgrade the weapons and armor of a given team. Now, if you see at the blacksmith, I have not upgraded it because we need to get both the rank 3. So I'm looking to find at least 6 deeds in the next mission we do. Or 7. Yeah, 7 deeds. Because we need an additional 13, and with the boss that we're going to fight, with the team that we've organized here, we're going to fight the Brigand 8-pounder and claim this Guardian's Shield for the man-at-arms. This will be useful in fighting a boss called the Fulminating Prophet later on, with a very specific team formation to combat his excessively high damage output. And you can see this is the team that we will be using for the Crimson Court downloadable content area, and unfortunately you can't play the Bloodmoon difficulty without having the Crimson Court enabled. So, yeah. And I think that covers everything. Does it? Yeah. I showed the jesters and the other characters in the wagon at the end of the last video. So, our reward is going to be 6 deeds, so we need to find around 7. 7 deeds is our goal. We have enough crests to get what we need, and as for the guild, we need only 1 portrait. So, 7 deeds, 1 portrait is our goal. Finding additional crests may be very useful. Actually, will be very useful because we will have none. So we'll need like we'll need a good 2 or 3 stacks of crests. So we will be prioritizing deeds in this quest. Portraits, not as much, but they would be nice to have. But we're not gonna gripe too hard if we can't get them. So let's make sure we got our character skills upgraded. Now for this Brigand 8-pounder, we're gonna need to actually have a very versatile group that's able to attack many ranks from the positions that they're in, because we need to make sure we can kill the enemies that that are necessary to kill. We need to kill the Fusiler each time. Make sure that he dies at the beginning of every turn, so that way he doesn't set off the explosive Brigand 8-pounder cannon and cause us to all die horrible deaths. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this. And this is a medium quest, so now we have food and a campfire. I'm going to take 4 shovels because you know the wield. And I'm going to take just 1 medicinal herb. I'm going to take 2 keys, 2 bandages, 2 anti-venom, 2 holy water, and plenty of torches. Now, we're not going to take Laudanum. I only stock up on Laudanum, and I will take 4 every single time. Only if I'm in the cove doing a champion level quest. That is, yeah, if I'm doing a champion level quest or if I'm in the cove. Madmen have a chance to appear, but the chances of them appearing is way too low for you to be investing money on, especially when it's an apprentice level quest. So madmen are very unlikely to show up. But things like slavering ghouls, the creatures that are large and take up 2 spaces and howl, they can inflict a very large amount of stress damage. The reason why you take them to the cove is because of the squiffy ghast. We'll come across that fun little bastard later on. But for now, we're going to take a bleed-focused team into the Weald, since this place, bleed is effective. One last pass to make sure everybody's equipped. Normally you have not seen me using Dismas's head, and for this run, I think we can actually afford it. Can we? It's 15% extra damage, but for so much stress. You know what? I'm not gonna weigh the characters down. We're going to bleed them to death. Straight up damage isn't our entire priority. Oh, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna take this because I just realized that we're going to be fighting a massive cannon as a boss, with infantry surrounding it, that it's getting reinforced. So straight up damage is actually what we need in this situation in order to kill that Brigand 8-pounder. On the other side, if I'm so stressed out that I can't get to the boss fight, you know what? Yeah, that heavy stress that you take, we're gonna let it slide. Because I've got 10%. I'm not gonna be greedy. Or maybe I will. I'll be greedy with this character. Yeah. Because he's got the bonus max HP from this, so it kind of cancels itself out. And the Jester, he can alleviate stress. The Flagellant, he can alleviate stress. So, you know what? I think we're good. We could take it with us. Just for this mission. Just for this one. We've got a Weald Explorer here, so we have a higher chance to scout, and we'll be able to see the boss fight before it happens. And, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I got through the macro, but I did a lot of explaining about enemies later on, and shit still ended up taking 8 minutes.
Simple folk are by their nature loquacious, and the denizens of the hamlet were no exception. It was not long before rumors of my morbid genius and secretive excavations began to fuel local legend. In the face of my increasingly egregious flaunting of public taboos, awe turned to ire, and demonstrations were held in the town square.
He used all of these men with this cannon invention to suppress the townsfolk.
The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
War machine, he calls it. Definitely is, buddy. Alright, we got an extra shovel out of that. That makes me feel a bit more safe, because if you look at the size of this level, I just heard the Terminator theme playing in my head as I realized that I had only taken 3 shovels instead of 4.
Singular strike.
Nice! Exceptional bleed damage. And I need to reorder my skills here because it is triggering me. How disorganized it feels right now. Right, so I could attack with my Flagellant to ensure that he dies, but I'm gonna attack with a Vestal because she inflicts less damage than the Flagellant will. And to that end, I'm going to actually use this to do a double bleed on the back and try to weaken these guys. So she deals 3 to 5 damage, and it's guaranteed to get him low enough so he'll die. Excellent.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
You just gonna let him do that to you like that? Ah, shit. Escape clouds. Cute. Very cute. Alright, so I'm going to do something a little bit protective of my highwayman here. See, since he's marked, this guy's going to use Rend the Marked on him as much as he possibly can. So I'm going to switch positions by using Dark Stab and shuffle him out, so that way they can't target him down. I would use a Redeem to reverse the damage being dealt, but I'm just going to leave that to the Vestal, since we brought a trinket with her to heal. And this guy, he might get off an attack, so we're going to actually attack him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And stop that attack from ever happening in the first place. So we could attack this guy, but next turn this guy's might get lucky and roll speed above ours. Even though our highwayman is at 7, that doesn't guarantee that he's gonna, you know, roll a 0 and the fungal artillery rolls a perfect 8. So
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I could go for a group heal here, but it's going to be mostly wasted since it heals a lot. So I'm going to focus a heal into our highwayman here and catch him up on HP. The highwayman is never out of position, but he's still marked, so I'm going to continue to bleed. Rend the Marked deals quite a bit of damage to your soldiers, heroes. So you can see I've swapped around my frontliners as a result. Now I could have not used the Dark Stab, but that's okay.
Sedated.
I could use this to alleviate stress, but he still takes the 9 stress damage regardless. So we're just gonna slap him.
Their formation is
I could have given the kill to another hero and been a bit more optimal with that play, but I did that knowing. Beast Carcass. Yeah, give us the extra food, why not?
a fortune waiting to be spent.
Yes! A surprise! Double Cultist Acolyte is very nasty. So, shit on them with indiscriminate nature. Alright, so we're gonna go for the stun on the front one. Since my Jester is able to bleed the second and third ranked enemies, we're gonna go for a bleed and hope that the bleed is enough to take her out and she will tap out by the time the bleed ends. Good. She's down for the count. And now we need to inflict damage on the next Cultist Acolyte.
Annihilated.
Man, this team is full of professionals. The other team was a bunch of fucking wimps. Like, they were crying by this point in their mission. I'm kidding. Short quests are really rough. They're very difficult. They're harder than medium. So, since these enemies don't inflict stress damage, I'm going to use this opportunity with the Jester to heal a little bit of stress. We're basically playing with fire, though, whenever we do this with enemies that inflict damage over time. Because if they very well stack, 3 or 4 or 5 bleeds, that can easily, bleed over into the next fight. Or just bleed you out over time. But at level 1, since the bleeds only inflict 1 damage per, even a critical would only do 5 damage. But let's say if this was veteran or champion dungeons where it inflicts 3 damage per tick, you get a critical, and now all of a sudden you're bleeding out for 15 damage. 3 per turn, 5 rounds from it being a critical hit, and that's very serious. And then you get hit with another bleed, and now it's 6 damage per round. Now it gets out of control too fast. They're gonna slap us around a little bit, but the Flagellant is so resilient against bleed. I think he's the highest bleed resistant hero in the game. Yeah, look at that. Level 1, and he's already got 108% bleed resist. That's why this team is going to be a part of the Crimson Court downloadable content.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, so we have no reason to stall or delay on anyone. Everybody's full HP.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And 0 stress. This is the team you want to use when you want to bleed enemies out.
Wealth beyond measure.
Oh, there's the portrait we
Awarded
need.
to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We don't need busts. Oh wait, I did take 4 shovels. What am I thinking? Or maybe I found that along the way. I don't know. We don't need busts right now. We need deeds, crests.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with this intent.
Hey buddy, just gonna give you a smack attack. Now we could go for a gunshot here, which is more damage, but if she targets our highwayman, he will riposte. And these 2 enemies can only target the first 2 ranks. So, okay, we missed, but that's okay. We're gonna go for another attack. Someone else. Alright. Stressful incantation. She hit, but we have quite high dodge. He hit too. Still have high dodge. The enemy says, we don't give a fuck. Alright, so I could try to go for other enemies, but because this cultist acolyte inflicts stress damage, I want to make sure as much as I can that we can kill her. Because if the Vestal misses, we might end up taking a fat chunk of stress damage, and we don't want that. This team has very, very high sustain, but the moment that you start to take that for granted is when shit hits the fan. Oh, give it to him, buddy. Alright, gonna alleviate a small amount of stress.
The slow death, unforeseen.
And now we're gonna give this dude a very, very, very gentle haircut. Ah, I wanted a critical hit to happen. It would have been a great thing for YouTube. Well.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Good. Right. So, we've got some gold here. Now, it would be more prudent for me to stack up jades. And since I'm prioritizing getting at least 7 deeds on this mission, gold is easier to find, though. We got plenty of rooms left, though. We've got plenty of rooms. Plenty of rooms. We can leave the gold. We just have to hope that we find more jades to make discarding that gold worth it. Okay. Hunger check. Clear some inventory space. Check out what's in this
Finding
sack.
the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Whenever you see a sack, make sure you plunder it. The Jester didn't like that joke. He took 4 stress damage as a result. And the Flagellant steps in trap.
Traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
And then I get taunted by Wayne. And you know what? You guys didn't like my jokes that much. A simple stop would have sufficed. You didn't have to do that to my team. I can say with certainty that the boss is definitely over here. To the far upper area. So we're gonna take the side path here to see what we can grab before we get there. We could search the mummified remains, but you know what? Let's search it, because we're gonna discard it if we find some heirlooms that we need.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I can just equip that, so I can unequip it and sell it later. What? We got surprised. Alright, well, this is why I have party shuffling. Oh. Yes! Oh, no. Okay, good. This is why we have dodge trinkets, everyone. Alright, that's all. Finish off that spider. Good job. Alright, Mr. Flagellant, your turn. Kill the spider. 1 hit. Do it. Bleed? Bleed. Good enough. Alright, Jester, alleviate a little bit of that fat chunk of stress damage we took from... Yep. Okay, the enemy resisted the bleed, and... Yay, we go first. Death. We need crest.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Ooh. Well, hold on. You know what? Come to think of it, we do need crests, and I did say we only needed 1 portrait. But here's the thing. I doubt that we're actually going to find enough crests to be able to make use of the portrait. So we can actually drop that for now, because we only have 50 crests in town. It's going to take 40 of ours. We're going to need like 28 crests just to use 1 portrait. And if we collect more than what we need, we can trade like, I don't know, 3 crests for 1 portrait or something. So you know what, we could drop that, actually.
Curious is the trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Yeah, you know what, we all know Wayne. Alright, good, we surprised them. Now, shit on them with indiscriminate nature. Excellent. So we can deal either 4 to 8 damage, or we can have a, what, 85% chance to stun? Our chance is 110% base, minus their 25. So yeah, that's like 85% chance to stun. Or, we can try to hit them and try to deal 5 damage. I'll take the 85 chance to stun. Excellent. Alright, so the cultist acolyte is gonna... You know what, thinking back, I think I might have misplayed that. I should have probably... Ah, no. Did a stress, or no, did a stun on the... whatever, they're both dead now. And we can recover from them. Right. Take the stress off of them.
Another one falls.
Swear to God, if that thing uses ectoplasmic perfusion. You better not. Better yet, stun. 60% chance to stun. Yay, we cheesed it. Go for the bleed. He resisted it. So we're just gonna go for the kill because if he uses ectoplasmic perfusion, he's gonna summon a fat-ass giant slime thing, and I don't like that, so die.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Hey, we're finding jades to make it worth it. Now, there's an extra shovel here. I think 4 shovels is more than enough. So, we're not gonna touch this tent yet, because our inventories are mostly full. So we're gonna walk forward until we use up food or torches and run into another trap.
Step.
Alright. Since all of these enemies are basically the same,
Be gone, fiend.
I almost thought he was about to say thought when he did that. Be gone! Alright, so we're actually gonna go for the Alpha Strike here because ectoplasmic perfusion is...
Back to the pit.
Oh, Jesus, everybody's hitting hard. Alright, well, we can go for the kill, or we can go for a 60% chance to stun. Since we need 6 damage, it's smack dab in the middle for damage. Whereas this is slightly in our favor if we try to stun. Alright, got the stun. And the Jester goes first. Free stress heal.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Now the reason why I enter these empty rooms is because there's a chance that we can scout and discover a secret room. And if you've been watching this walkthrough so far, you've seen me discover the secret rooms that gave me Junia's head, the trapezohedrons, such wonderful things. Alright, so this guy's gonna die from bleed since he only has 10 HP.
Executed with impunity.
This skeleton, he cannot bleed, but that's okay. We're inflicting some nice flat damage. The Flagellant used to be ridiculously overpowered when he first got released. He was nuts. This attack punishment, right here, it could hit ranks 1, 2, and 3. Now it can only hit ranks 1 and 2, which is fine. Reign of Sorrows was the same. It could hit the back 2 ranks, but before it was crazy. It was nuts. This skill used to have an infinite number of uses per battle, which is crazy because you get smacked with a critical hit and you can use Redeem and get both you and an ally back up to a very high amount of HP. But now it's 2 uses per battle. But you used to be able to use that infinitely. Same with this skill, Exsanguinate. So, a little bit of history of Dark Stunning for you there. Using that stun skill to get a little bit of a free torch usage. Stress relief? Yes, we got 3.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
A I'm wondering if we should have just dropped the citrines to pick up the gold earlier. We would have more gold by now if we did. Not too much dungeon left. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 rooms. Anti-venom.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Alright, so no critical scout went off there. No secret room discovered. But that is how you discover them. You have to walk into the room. I was desperate for money. I'm gonna also open that tent. Oh, we've got a battle. You see? It appeared right here. Sneaky, sneaky. Bunch of maggots. We need to alpha strike.
The promise of safety.
So, I can go for the kill here, or go for the kill this way. If we hit with this bleed skill, it's very, very likely that we're going to kill them. Extremely likely. And it's less likely if we use riposte. We have no idea if any of these enemies have rolled to go before us. We don't know the exact turn order. We just know who has turns left. So I'm just going to pick at random and go for this one. And this back one. He resisted the bleed. Nope, at least she resisted getting sick. Fun fact, if an enemy uses an attack that would inflict stress on you, if the riposte kills the enemy, you actually don't take the stress damage. You will, however, take stress damage from critical hits. They also don't get the opportunity to apply debuffs. Let's heal that 11 points of stress. Have our jester go first? Nope.
The ground
Jesus
quakes.
Christ. 30 damage crit. That's the highwayman
This
damage
expedition
for you.
at least promises success.
Damn, both of those curios were empty as hell. But at least they're spawning battles for us. Let's kill the maggots first. That spider can inflict some very heavy damage, but it cannot mark anyone right now, so... Ooh, no, I should have killed this other one because he got to go first. Well, there's no way I could have known the turn order, but at least the other one is dead now, as a result of that. I could try to kill the spider to prevent damage, but HP isn't our worry. We're trying to stay on top of any and all stress. Keep it very low for everyone. We can heal 7 stress from this guy. Nice. Alright, so we're finding
Remind
the
yourself
citrines,
that overconfidence is
making
a
me
slow
regret
and
my
insidious
citrine
killer.
choice just a little, or not regret it, just a little bit. Please give me some more deeds. No? Okay. Hopefully we can find a few more. at least 3 more. And let's have a look-see. Moira Burton. Now, I believe that there was a corpse. Oh, no, okay. We cleared it. Sorry, guys. This just bothers me. Okay. I just had to move things. Scouting. Okay, so we got a decent chance of a food check appearing up ahead. Not too many empty tiles.
Handsome reward for a task well performed.
Nice. Only one more deed and we can get both of the upgrades that we need for the Crimson Court to take down the first area. That alligator boss is going to be the bane of our existence, though. Strange that it didn't move this guy forward. The groping swipe. Normally it does. And normally they're just swapping positions like crazy, but not this time. Yeah, well, that was very curious. It'd be nice if I could be indulged about that, but...
Momentary abatement.
Top everybody's HP, y'all. I keep forgetting that these enemies don't inflict blight. They do at a higher level, but not here. Or not at level 1. It's so weird playing this game at level 1 after playing max level stuff for so long.
Perform beyond one's limits.
You guys have been wondering what the finale damage is. That is this skill, finale. 1 use per battle. It inflicts like 50% bonus damage, but you know, it's something that you want to save to use once, and once you do it, the repercussions are intense.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
You receive a bonus 100% stress until the battle ends, basically. Alright, so we can take this blood. You might actually really need that if we're planning to go in. And we've got 3 more curios, and I doubt that all of them are going to be shovel curios. On that same note, we can't afford to leave this blood behind. It's as valuable as life. Quite literally. But we only got 3 tiles, so we can eat some of this food, actually. You know, since we don't have an antiquarian, we should just take the gold instead of taking... Oh, wait, you know what? I just thought that maybe one of these might be a corpse curio, and it might have the deed that we need. And if that's the case, we can't leave that deed behind. Deed?
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
It goes 2 ways, Wayne. So we have no more battles until the boss. Okay, we have one battle before the boss. Oh, shit. You know, I think it's time. And this is the final piece of Darius's journal entry. Oh god. Oh god, I know which one this is. Oh, this is ironic, but we're going to do this, guys. We are going to fight the Shambler. And me, I'm probably gonna regret it, but we have a campfire. Everybody's pretty well equipped. I'm gonna take this finale because I know I'm gonna need it. I should have had a mace bash or something, but that's okay. The rest of my characters can shuffle the Vestal backwards, except for the flagellant. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Shambler? Give me my special trinkets!
A star-spawned horror.
Oh my god, the amount of damage.
Palpable fear.
Okay. Chill out. Hey, look. Alright, I know we've had our differences in the past. I need to use this to stop some of the damage incoming. And go for another smack attack. For the beatdown. We're going to use the holy water to prevent our Vestal from taking any more damage over time.
The fevered pitch of battle.
Please. Oh. Okay. You can target the Jester, that's perfectly fine. Don't fuck the Vestal now. Yes! Alright, he's down.
If not
Now we
for
have
the
to handle
corpses,
his lackeys.
mortality
Jesus
clarified in a
Christ.
single strike.
Maybe, just maybe, we might hit for 3 damage. I'm gonna go for this one. And maybe we can finish this one off. Okay, good. Vestal, if there was a time when I needed you to stun something, it's definitely now. Or you know what? You know what? No. No. I'm just gonna go for the heal, because this thing won't be able to inflict enough damage to kill Dismas. Or, I'm sorry, not Dismas. Yep. There we go. Whoa.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh my god. Equip. Let's take that for the grave robber. Ooh, Jesus. The Shambler. The Shambler, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever touch that altar unless you're ready for it. That could have gone so badly. We needed to inflict as much damage as possible, and stacking bleed and blight and all of that stuff on him, that's good. That's really good to do. But that was risky. You saw, somebody could have died. And I was ready for them. No stress, no nothing. What do I take? What do I drop? That's maxed out on stacks. That's 1,000. That's 1,000. Oh, that was so stressful. I'm gonna drop the gold. Ironically enough, it can't stack anymore, so we're just gonna continue. And I don't think anybody can hold this debuff charm on them. But hey, the Ancestor Scroll is what we got for that, and as you can see, it's not only healing skills, but it is also stress skills. And that's going to come into play when we go to do the campfire thing real soon.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Is somebody at faster? Excellent. Now, this Ancestor Scroll, I want to show you guys something really neat that you can do. It's really neat. So, you see, I can take this off of my Vestal and give it to my Jester, and now it will increase the amount of healing and stress healing that he does. So you could pass it back and forth between your characters with campfires, encouraging each other one at a time. So you see how it says minus 15 stress? With this on, minus 18 and 19. Very handy, huh? We need to reduce our companion's stress here. And I think it would be great if we used turn back time on her. Minus 38 stress. Look at that stress just melt. Jesters are fantastic characters. Anyone who says otherwise, please reprimand them. So we're going to take this and do a prayer for the party. Or should we... Is there anyone who's got wound care? No, nobody has wound care. Well, that's okay. Oh, this Ancestor Scroll, the other thing is, because it gives more healing skills, getting a critical hit is considered a stress skill. So her critical heals will heal a little bit more stress than usual. I'm going to heal the Jester's stress due to the simple fact that this character, since he is the lowest HP and highest stress, I know for sure that the enemies are going to dogpile him. So we'll just concentrate our stress heals on him while he beats the shit out of enemies. In which case, we'll just eat 2 pieces of... Ah, shit! I should have given the scroll to him before I ate the food. Dang. Alright, well... Oh, the other thing that's really cool is you'll always have space to do this at a campfire. You never won't, because you have to use a campfire to camp in the first place. So you never can't actually, you know, do this with the campfire. Alright, so we're getting ambushed right now. This isn't so bad of an ambush. This is a really bad ambush. Okay. Hey, chill. They're literally inflicting 0 damage because of the prayer. Okay.
Obliterated.
Take that, stupid dog. And now, with the Ancestor Scroll, observe how much life is restored via a divine grace. 10 life, and the max there is 5 to 6. So you guys can see the extreme benefits of
success so clearly in view? Or is it merely a trick of the light?
So I'm not going to touch this eerie spiderweb because you can get one of the most annoying quirks ever. It's called Slow Draw, which means -4 speed on the first round. And I don't like that at all. I also don't like cultist acolytes. So we're going to try and cheese a little bit of stress healing. Oh, that's bad. That means she's going to get off an attack. Maybe 2 if she resists the stun. Okay, she's only going to get off 1 attack. Maybe. We do have a 9-speed highwayman, so we have a slight speed advantage over the cultist acolyte. Ooh, we missed. That's bad. Hey, look! Ah. At least it's inflicting 0 damage.
Masterfully executed.
Healing all of the party for 5 life. We got ambushed, and that was greedy, not wanting to spend respite points for the ambush, but, you know, I almost always spend the points for the campfire to make sure the ambush doesn't happen. But this one time I decided to be greedy since we fought the Shambler, and we still paid the price anyways. Alright, so it's very unfortunate that we did not find enough deeds.
A dizzying fall.
But we can still afford to transfer items. So I'm going to eat this food since we're right outside the boss room. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get a hunger check since we're on the last square here already, on the last tile. So, no hunger check. And we need to change our skills. There we go, change that to that. That to that. Alright, Wicked Slice. You don't need the finale here, actually. You need a battle of the, or a battle ballad. Is it me, or does this skill Hand of Light almost look like somebody sticking up the middle finger? It's just blocking it with a little lock. Adorable. Alright. We're gonna buff our
match
Turk.
is struck. A blazing star is born.
So we had very high expectations for finding heirlooms this mission, and it was very unfortunate that we didn't even get to use a single skeleton key in the past several missions, actually. But no further ado, let's go in.
A marvel of technology. An engine of destruction.
So this guy, the Brigand Matchman, is the one who lights the fuse. We need to make sure he dies. And for the rest of the battle, we'll be attacking this Brigand 8-pounder whenever we can. And you can see her critical heal that she just did to herself as a result of using the Judgment. She healed for, what, 5 stress instead of 4. Oh, something else. This Brigand Matchman, they gave him -20 speed to absolutely assure that he goes very last on every single turn, no matter what. He goes absolutely last. It's just a fairness thing. Since, you know, if he ever got the chance to go first, that would be extremely unfair to the players. Because, you know, the players would take a full party 10 to 20 damage plus like 30 stress apiece and have no chance to actually combat their opponent. This feels really weird using my Vestal to DPS the boss, but I've done stranger strategies before. I don't bother with corpses. The enemies will die of their own accord. This boss will continuously spawn reinforcements. So we're just going to continuously bleed them out. Again and again. I would really like to have used my highwaymen.
How quickly the tide turns.
Okay. We only get one. Alright. Bit weird. Must be running low on the tap there. I'm gonna give him a stun so I can deal more damage with my highwayman and continue reducing stress with my other character here. Thinking back in retrospect, I probably didn't need that Dismas head. Actually, you know what? No, I did. Every single individual point of damage that we dealt to that Shambler mattered. So, no, it was worth it. It was worth it, because that would have been a totally different outcome. You know, with the amount of hits that every character did, and the HP that thing had left over, no. Every little smidge, every little lick of HP mattered. So the Brigand 8-pounder isn't really that tough of a fight. It's just a fight more about your versatility as a group of characters. Like making sure that you're able to have the ability to attack any rank effectively enough times. Bleed and blight and whatnot, area of effect bleed attacks and all of that stuff have a very, very profound effect in this fight. Due to the pure fact that if you wait the turns for them to bleed out from your attacks, you can inflict quite a lot of damage. And you can do it very efficiently too. Like a few turns ago, I attacked this Brigand Cutthroat, and I only did it with one attack. He's gotten off many attacks in the meantime, but because we have so much sustain because of Junia's head and this Ancestor Scroll, we're effectively able to out-heal the low-level bosses. Really effectively. And once again, it's very important for the sustain of this team. This team is pretty unique, that they have so many second chances. Alright, going for the damage on my highwayman. It's a bit risky. I should be just straight up attacking, but I'm greedy. Oh, and now I pay the price for my greed.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
And now you guys understand why you don't fuck with the Brigand 8-pounder too much. Oh, thank God. I need to kill this matchman. Now, he will get knocked back down to death's door because of the Brigand Fusilier. Or actually, you know what? No. No, he won't. He's not gonna inflict like 6 damage unless he gets a crit. There we go. And now you guys see what happens when you don't kill that Fusilier first. First thing, every turn. I'm going to use Battle Ballad in order to increase everybody's critical hit chance and speed so we can react earlier next turn as a group.
Well struck.
Excellent.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
5 life apiece. That's 25 life that she's healing every turn total. Shared. If we didn't have all of these healing trinkets on our Vestal, we would be definitely in the shit right now. We're gonna increase everybody's speed again. You can see our speed is getting way up there. See, 11. This is what you can do with Battle Ballad with the Jester. So it's been a while since we've damaged the Brigand 8-pounder. We want to get that Fusilier under control. Fusilier is in play again.
A devastating blow.
Gonna see if I can get an attack with my Jester. Yes, I can. So, we're gonna go straight back to damaging this 8-pounder again. Give a little bit of life to everyone once again. I should have concentrated 1 heal into my Flagellant, but that's okay. If he takes damage from the Brigand Cutthroat, I'll use Redeem on him when I get the chance. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I unequipped Redeem. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll let the Vestal be the backup. Excellent, we finished him off in 1 strike. Now I'm going to concentrate 1 heal into my Flagellant to just get his HP nice and high. And continue reducing stress. I'm gonna actually be greedy here, again, even though I was once already, but I've got 3 other characters that can roll for high enough damage.
Powerful blow.
Nice. So he gets extra bleed skill chance. Good to know. We missed with the Vestal.
Precision.
Critical hit.
Power. Exposed to a killing blow.
Very painful. Give him another dazzling light. Okay, so now that we stunned him in this position, we can actually dogpile this thing really hard. Because that's 2 turns that that we're gonna have to jump on that Brigand 8-pounder, that big cannon. 14 turns have passed by. Quite a lot. Quite a hell of a lot. You can see the prayers coming into play here because low damage attacks like this blanket fire are only inflicting 1 damage. So since this game, you know, rounds downwards, he's inflicting zeros.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Rank 4, which is a very dangerous position to be in. So I'm going to go for another battle ballad so we can go earlier next turn before the rest of the enemies. Or make it more likely at the very least. Okay, we killed them, so the battle ballad was a bit of an overreaction, but a safety reaction.
Vigor is restored.
Nice. 35 HP total. Oh, wait, no, 30.
Ears.
And he just knocked that HP right back out of us. Darkest dungeon, folks. An emotional roller coaster. I went for the kill because I want damage on this guy. He's very, very low. The more you can make sure you stabilize your team and keep this battle under control, the better. Jester's own stress because he's got this death store recovery. I'm gonna go for a gunshot. I could try to rush the boss and just kill him, but I just want to play it extra safe. And yeah, I just want to play it extra safe. Somebody almost died. I got good reason to. An argument could be made for me to use riposte at some of these times, but the thing is, if I use riposte for 1 turn, that will leave him out of position.
The brigands are
my highwayman will be left out of
crest
position.
is once again a symbol of strength.
Oh, the boss was holding the last couple of deeds that we needed. Sneaky bastard. Plus 33% healing skills. You know, the boost to healing skills doesn't actually affect Reclaim when the Flagellant uses it. It only affects... I'm sorry, it doesn't affect Reclaim, the regeneration from it. It only affects this skill right here and this. Exsanguinate and Redeem. Alright, so this video has been pretty long compared to the others. What are we gonna drop here? We're just gonna drop these torches. Don't need those anymore. We'll drop the shovel because of trinkets, and this as well. Alright. Click continue just to see if we got a scout. Did we get a scout? Nope. Alright, let's get out of here. So, we got a good pile of gold, like what, 16,000 so? And we got 8 deeds, 12 crests. %, death blow resistance, anemic, weapon upgrade cost, known cheat, satanophobia. Oh, that was a very, very long episode compared to usual.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to
Yeah, I think it's about time we got rid of these bug bastards. They're really irritating. Ruining my stress relief activities. As you can see, our main man here has recovered quite a bit of stress after being sent to the brothel. And he received a negative quirk of deviant tastes. He is not allowed to visit the brothel for reasons best left to discretion. Ormond, what did you do? I told you to go in there and relax. And what do you go and do? Alright. Hagiomania? We just got... Alright, well... Our occultist has become assessed with sainthood as a result of sending him to the stress relief activity that we did previously. Alright, thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode that I'll release.